What is up, YouTubey Tube? This is Joshua, aka Dad the Dragon Slayer. This is my first video on a little series on labor and delivery. Labor and delivery is, that big stressful process that is going to end with you meeting your baby for the first time. So it's a pretty big deal. I don't think it's something a lot of people consider. And I'm just trying to share my experience. So these are just some things that we had experienced that I want to be able to share with you. Hopefully make your experience a little bit better than ours was, because it was kind of crazy. I just want to start by setting the stage of the labor and delivery process. It's an entire roller coaster of extremely high-strung emotions, incredible amounts of pain, and tons of uncertainty, and then just an overall lack of privacy for the lady. I mean, everything's kind of out there. So making sure that you set your boundaries and discuss the stuff beforehand is going to make sure that you set a proper environment that's like calm, cool, collected, and tailored for your lady to kind of be able to make this thing happen the best way that she possibly can, and be as kind of set up for success as she can be too. As far as a dude, like, there's always this thing in the back of your head, no matter how advanced medical science is, no matter how trained these professionals are, people die in childbirth. So it's terrifying. Don't ever get me wrong. There's so many variables. There's, how effective our drug is going to be, if you're being induced, and like how fast are you going to dilate? Is it going to happen really quick? Are you going to dilate to 10 and then push for 20 minutes and have a baby? Or is it going to, dilate to 10 and then push for 2 hours and have to go to a C-section like we did? Epidural effectiveness, is that thing going to be effective? Is it going to keep on doing its job, or is it going to fade in the middle of it and you're going to be freaking out because you feel every single bit of pain? So kind of first, I want to approach the people in the room. There's kind of two categories. There's the people that you're going to have in the delivery room, and then there's visitors that you're going to see. As far as people in the delivery room, definitely choose people that are like core individuals to your character. They've helped you form over time and are leaders. You really want people who are super positive. You want someone who's going to put you ahead of themselves and be there for you. And don't let someone in because you're afraid of how they're going to react. If there's someone that you don't think is going to create a positive environment, and if they're not someone that you need, if they're not, you got to have your core people there. Like, that's what's important. And don't ever let someone in because you're afraid that their expectation is going to be broken. Like, if that's the case, then you need to reevaluate that relationship anyway, because no one should put expectations on you that you don't agree to and then hold them to you, or hold you to them, and get angry when you don't live up to that. That's not fair. So just a little bit there. We had some wonderful people. We had my lady's name is Sydney. She's wonderful. We had her mom and dad, and then my mom in the room as well. It was all really, really good. Those are, really core people through her life. And then my mom has just been incredibly supportive through the whole experience. It was important to have her in there. And it was a good deal. So that's who she needed. As far as visitors though, before game time, like, if you're being induced, for example, like we were, it's scheduled, people know you're going to be there, there are some drugs that they administer to kind of get the process going, and it can be kind of slow at first. So, like, before game time, visitors are pretty okay as far as the experience goes. We had some really wonderful people come and see us. One saved us with some Taco Bell at like 10 p.m. It was awesome. Positive people are always good. But keep in mind that, like, your lady is going to work harder than you ever will in your entire life. It's called labor for a reason, and it's super difficult. So make sure your batteries are recharged. If those people are going to sap energy from you, don't take visitors, And if they're going to be a boon to you and help you along and give you that extra, like, bit of energy, that positivity, they exude in the room, then have them. Like that's a good thing. One thing that we did as a strategy that I would highly recommend is just make people check with the front desk. Tell your main support people so that they know they're going to kind of have to pass through the gatekeeper. It's not a big deal, but it allows you to be extremely tactful about how you tell people that you're not going to let them in. The front desk is just going to tell them you're tired and you're resting up, getting ready for it. That allows you to just limit those people because it can be exhausting. I mean, especially there towards the end, after the baby is born, less visitors is better because she's exhausted. You're probably exhausted too. You guys are staying up all night almost. You're trying to figure out how to take care of this little thing. Breastfeeding is so difficult to figure out, just all of it so much. And we had, like, the second day that we were there, we had, like, her doctor come in, the pediatrician come in, the photographer come in, the hearing screening people come in, the nurse was in every 2 hours to check on us. It's just ridiculous. So, like, limit your visitors to those people that are going to help you, the people that are going to provide some positive energy, the people who are going to help. Just make the experience better instead of detract. It's not saying, like, I'm not anti-visitor by any means. Like I said, we had a lot of positive people that really helped us. And gave us that little extra boost of positivity and energy that was wonderful and appreciated. But there were points also that we were just exhausted and, like, I did not want to see anybody's face no matter what their degree or profession was. So definitely, consider that, think about that. Environment is super, super important. You're going to learn this a lot through having your infant, especially in breastfeeding, which I'm sure I'll make a video on just to kind of set expectations for that experience too. But you want a calm, cool, relaxed environment. You want it tailored to her needs. You want it tailored to what's going to make her the most successful through this. So people are a really unpredictable kind of thing when it comes to setting up a proper environment. So carefully consider it, make sure it's good. I'm going to do some more videos in this series talking about different things, so if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. If you like this video and you appreciate it, hit a like button, subscribe if you want to see more. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and best of luck. I'll see you next time.